Alright, so I know I'm sitting in bed. It's kind of late here, but I have a pretty creepy encounter that I had while visiting my grandma. So, full disclosure, my grandmother has dementia and she is in a memory care facility. But she has been saying that she has been seeing my granddad. And I mean, my family, not my family, my mom are like, oh, well, people hallucinate, but it'll be like very specific. Like, we were there Friday, and she was like, we're sitting there talking back and forth, and she looked over at her. She has like a chair in her room that she'll sit in sometimes, and she was like, oh, hey, you want some orange juice? And I was like, what? And she goes, oh yeah, my husband's sitting right there. And I was like, y'all, of course nobody's sitting in the chair. And this is not the first time, because she mentioned something about him prior to that. She was saying something like he had come into the room to check on her. And I was like, really, Grandma? And she was like, yeah. She was like, yeah, I saw my husband standing in the room, and he was standing there. I told him to come in, and I truly believe that my granddad is hanging out, sort of sticking around with my grandmother. Because like I said, this is not... So, at this place, this is the first time she has mentioned him. When she was living at our house, we have these cameras at our house to check on her. And she would often be seen by my aunt, who really watched the cameras, and my cousin. They would often see her talking to nobody. At first they thought, oh, maybe she's trying to remember something. You'll be standing somewhere and you're just like, wait, what was I saying? You'll be like that. But no, they said she was physically talking to somebody. And then before she was put into a memory care facility, she was she told us she was cooking dinner. She was cooking. I remember she said she was frying some fish, because it was Friday. She was frying fish. And she looked over and she said she saw my granddad come out of the den. And she was like, oh, do you want some fish? And she said he didn't say anything. She said he just turned, he went down the stairs to the basement. And she said she walked down there to look for him and did not see him. So, yeah. That is my story. And, yeah, I will see you all later. Thanks for watching, and bye.